Oh, that's the camera. These things you forget. Yes.
Awesome year for Sawyer, and it was great to see that transition. Like, what was it like to play that, to see kind of like Sawyer step up and be like this great boyfriend and great leader?
Well, at first it was a little scary because I was like, I had gotten comfortable in being a bit of an ass, if you will, and just playing that side of the character I really enjoyed, and I was a little nervous of, oh no, am I going to lose the edge of the character by actually having a relationship and trying to be a leader and all that sort of thing. So at first, I was a little nervous about it, but I was also excited to do something different because you're on a show, you get into a rhythm of your character, and after a while you want to explore something different. So the writers enabled me to do that, and it turned out fine, I think.
You'll be fine.
Maybe. He was going to get my back. And it was a lot of fun working with Elizabeth Mitchell and developing that relationship. We had 3 scenes to develop it, I think, so we were a little bit like, oh my God, how are we going to sell this in 3 scenes? Like, we've been together and we love each other.
Was that for me?
At first that was a little daunting, and then once we got into it, it seemed really natural, and thank goodness I was working with such a professional. She's so good. That was just a lot of fun to explore as an actor, and hopefully I didn't make it too melodramatic. That was my worry.
I love you.
I love you too.
And the season finale, of course, goes and breaks her heart, you know.
Oh, yeah.
With that. What was it like preparing for that moment? Was that tough?
I got a right to know why you changed your mind.
I changed my mind when I saw you look at her. Don't.
It's funny, those scenes. Yes and no. As life goes on and my life gets more enriched by getting married, having children, I just have a newborn now. The stakes have risen in my life, so now it's easier to play a scene where possibly losing that comes into play. So that's how I prepared. I had a newborn on the way, and I was just thinking, I had to think of, well, what if that was taken away? And there you go.
Yeah.
Roll camera. Like, boom.
Don't you leave me.
It's okay.
Don't you leave me.
What's more challenging, preparing for a scene like that or preparing for a scene in which Sawyer gets to beat the crap out of Jack?
Well, I've been preparing for that one for a while. The emotional scenes are more difficult. I'm a physical person, very athletic, so for me, action is just fun.
I have life here!
No preparation needed, really. We just jump right into it and knock it out. And that was a lot of fun, actually, working with Matthew Fox in that scene, because this is a scene that has been building for years, you know. Are they going to ever come to blows? So we were able to talk about it and talk about the psychology of the scene. He had suddenly become a man of faith, like in Locke's position. I suddenly become the rational, or continue more on the rational line of my character. So it was like almost a role reversal. I became more like Jack, and he became like Locke, and we were able to play that psychology of that and why he wouldn't stop, and you know, those little moments of, will you stop?
Will you stop?
No. We were able to talk about and play those out. People have egos, people have expectations of their character, so if you're going to do a fight scene with someone, it's great when you can work with a professional. Like Matthew's such a professional, we were able to talk it out, work it out, knock it out, and make it better than what it was on paper.
Yeah.
So that was fun.